could stop by today. I'm Theresa Shelton, and this is my southern studio here in Florida. And I'm working oils, mostly of nature type subjects. And I'm just putting the finishing touches on a little snowy egret that I took photographs of out at a nearby marsh. I've done a pair of them. I've got the other one back here behind me. And I thought it would be nice if I showed you the steps that it takes, that I go through in order to complete a painting. So I have taken photographs of this one as it has progressed. So I will flip those up there and do some descriptions for you so you can understand a little bit more about the process. These paintings started as a trip to Powell Creek Preserve. It's not very far from my home. In March, Florida is in the dry season and there wasn't a lot of water left. This is a pretty dry year. But we were able to find some wildlife to take photos of, and it made it a very enjoyable day, just being outside in nature. I think that's one of the things I enjoy so much about painting is the process that you have to go through just to find my reference material. It just puts me out there where I feel a part of the world around me. Well, it's always exciting to see what I end up with when I get back home. I use my iMac 27-inch to display my photographs on, and I work from this computer screen. I love it. The colors are great, and I always usually end up having to adjust the contrast and the shadows before I use a photograph for a painting. But this gives me as real life as being out there as I think that I can get. Now that I have my photograph chosen, I have to decide on a format. For this composition, I decided square would work out best, and I always work on a toned canvas because I don't care to work with white background, and I use a piece of soft pastel to do my sketch. Next, I like to get started on the blocking. I thin down my oils to where they're almost of a watercolor's consistency and try to rough in as much of the dark areas first that I can. I'm now starting to apply some color and try to get the darks in and try to work the whole painting all at once. And after I get this stage finished, I a lot of times will let it dry. Now I'm getting to work with more paint. The paint's going on thicker and it's more intense, and I'm starting to see the bird come out at me, which, for me is, to get that three-dimensional look on a two-dimensional canvas is just sort of magic. Because I'm working on two of them at a time, it took longer on these. I was trying to make sure I had the same colors mixed up and put on both canvases, because if they were to sell as a pair, they would need to look nice hanging together. After applying paint in several different stages, I finally think that I have them finished. I have to set them back and look at them for a little while to make sure that there's not any other additions or corrections that I want to do to them. But I think I'm happy now, and that's the person I have to please the most is myself. So I'm going to let them dry well. I'll put a little retouch varnish on them, and then off to the gallery they'll go. Well, I hope you found that information entertaining and that you learned a little bit about the painting process. This is my first attempt at creating a video of my artwork, and with all things in life, the more you practice, the better you get. So hopefully I will practice up and be able to produce another one that will be of interest to you. If in the meantime you would like to see more of my artwork, you can visit my website at www.theresashelton.com. That is Theresa with an H. You can also sign up for my blog there and check out what galleries you can find my work in. So thanks again, and you have a good day.